Halloween's over.
Day of the Dead.
Okay, I'm going to call this meeting. We are live on Facebook, and so we're going to call this meeting to order. This is the November 2nd, 2022 meeting of the 32nd District Democrats. Stephanie, do you want to quickly give us a Pledge of Allegiance?
Okay. Everybody, do we have a flag to show somewhere? Thank you very much, Ted. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. And Alan, do you want to give us a land acknowledgement, please?
Gala Kashla, members of the 32nd, welcome. We want to acknowledge this land of the Coast Salish, the Duwamish tribes of this area, as well as the Snoqualmie, Puyallup, Tulalip, and many other First Nations. We welcome, and we must recognize the ancestral land of the First Nations that were here before us. We must work in partnership with them moving forward, creating a better world, as well as acknowledging their rights to claim what was theirs once again in some places. And welcome one and all. Gala Kasha. Go ahead, Chris.
Thank you. I'm going to give a brief chair's report, and if anyone can quickly text some PCOs to join us, that would be very helpful. Right here. Actually, we're going to go to Sally has posted the link to the minutes for the October 5th. Is there a motion to?
So moved.
Actually, we're going to hold off on that because I'm not sure about quorum. So I'll just give my chair's report here, and then we will go to that. Let me share my screen. And we are going to first recognize that there are at our December meeting, which is going to be December 7th, we are going to have our elections for officers and reorganization. December 1st is the day the new PCOs take their offices. And congratulations to everyone who ran for office this year and won as the PCO. And if there's anyone who did not win, thank you for running. So we'll have offices up for election on December 7th. We will elect a chair, a first vice chair that has to be a different gender than the chair, a second vice chair, which is different, must be a different county from the first vice chair. We'll elect 2 state committee members of different genders. We will elect a King County Democratic Central Committee representative and an alternate, and we'll elect 2 Snohomish County representatives and alternates. They must be of different genders. Does anyone have any questions while we're about reorganization while we're here? I'm not seeing any questions, but I have my screen share, so I can't really see if anyone's hand is up.
Not at this time, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thanks. So, I mean, all these positions are open. No one, if anyone would like to run and would like to know more about these positions, feel free to reach out, and we will definitely help you and help you understand what each position does and the responsibilities for each position. I have heard that at least one person is not going to rerun for a Snohomish County representative. So, but just because someone doesn't announce they're running, we will take nominations from the floor on December 7th. Ted.
Yes, I would like to announce that I would like to run again as a male representative from the 32nd to Snohomish County. I've enjoyed doing that for several years again, and I would like to continue.
Thank you, Ted. And I said, we'll take, people can't, if people are interested and want to let me know beforehand, before the meeting, please let me know. It does help organize the meeting if we know, have a sense of who's running, but again, nominations will be taken from the floor. I think that is it with me. Alan, where are we in number of PCOs at this point?
15.
15. Okay. I see Pat Weber is here. Pat, would you like to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and Pat, would you like to say a few words?
I would, and it's a good follow-up to what you just mentioned. I hope most of you know that I've been running as a candidate for our district for state senator. And I want to say it is the most interesting activity I have done in years. So what I want to do is encourage everybody that even has the slightest glimmer of running for a position, whether it be within our party, well, obviously in our party, sorry, within our local, excuse me, group, or as in a statewide or countywide position, to please go ahead. I am an introvert, and this has been so interesting and pushed me way out of my comfort zone. So what I'm saying is, if I can do it, any of you can do it. So if you have the slightest thought about it, please let that thought grow. And what I want to say is, regardless of the outcome of the election, I am going to be here to help and encourage anybody to act on that thought and to grow both our district, our local district group, and our party.
Building the bench, I believe that's called.
Exactly, building the bench, and sometimes it feels like we have to just actually devise the bench before we can even build it. There are some years it's felt like that. So again, don't hesitate at all. You will be amazed at the support you will find. And we're going to build our bench and build our group, and off we go.
Thank you. And we know that there's going to be a lot of elections that are happening this next year. A lot of city council races, a lot of school board races. Stephanie.
As you probably noticed, Pat isn't an introvert anymore. She's good. She
No,
got
no,
into-
I am an introvert. I'm just willing to go outside of my comfort zone more and more.
This is a good thing, Pat.
Okay, thank you. Speaking of elections and appointments, if you haven't heard, our former vice chair, Jen and Nan, just got appointed last month, within the last month, to the Edmonds City Council. And looks like we'll probably end up potentially supporting her. And I hope we do support her if she runs for re-election. So it's good to see Democrats step up for appointments and hold seats on our city councils and school boards. Okay, we are here. We do have a quorum. Thank you everyone who's texted and brought people in. There is a motion on the floor to adopt the minutes of the October 5th meeting. Is there any discussion about the adoption of the October 5th meeting minutes? I see no one looking for discussion. Is there any objection to adopting or approving the October 5th minutes? Any objection? I do not see any objection, so the minutes of the October 5th are approved. Okay, we are going to now go on to the main business of today, which is to adopt a bylaw amendment that was It has been introduced by Karen, myself, and Alan. This is an amendment that was encouraged that we adopt as part of, from the state party and from the state central committee meeting. The bylaw is now on the screen. Karen or Alan, do you want to speak to this?
Did what?
Liz, I see your hand is up. Would you?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I just have a question.
Yeah, of course.
By my reading of this, I take it that this would allow us to continue to hold our monthly meetings on Zoom. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And is that the intention of the executive board members in bringing it forward?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
It also would allow us to have a hybrid, any kind of hybrid meeting as well, as long as, again, as long as we all can hear each other.
Thank you.
Sorry, Chris, just got my mic fixed and that's pretty much what I was going to say. So
Yeah, do you want to talk about sort of what happened at the state committee meeting when this was brought up?
let's see, the fact that people are looking for ways to be more accessible because like the state convention was a hybrid fashion in June. Some of the people in the district went there, some people participated virtually. But either way, the fact that it's been an ongoing thing trying to ensure that we can still be accessible from the state. I can't remember much else because I cannot find my notes, unfortunately.
That's fine. Deborah.
Just want to reiterate that we are reorganizing, and so the new board may have thoughts on whether to do this or not. And also, I have a question about this. It doesn't really make it clear what the obligation of the organization is to provide this communications equipment. If I'm at a committee meeting, is somebody supposed to purpose their phone for this? We don't, I think this is a little unclear, and maybe the person who wrote it can explain a little more.
I mean, part of the reason why it was a little bit is because, again, it's potentially using phones. I mean, that's the thing, we're still trying to, the state is trying to figure out what is the best means. So this was sort of language worked out on some of that, so we can still be adapting to technology and figuring out the best course, because right now we're not 100% certain. So that's why it's a little bit vague right now.
So it says may, so it doesn't obligate us to always do it if it's not always feasible. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's the thing. It just, we wanted to still have enough room so we could not tie ourselves up in knots by form. So that's why there's a little vagueness. Just ask everyone's patience as we still try to navigate this COVID or potentially post-COVID world, hopefully in a few years or a year, whatever. It's been quite the journey.
Are there any further questions? So again, I mean, this would allow us to continue to, even though I think our current bylaws allow for us to participate on Zoom, this definitely ensures that we have the ability to hold meetings on Zoom or in a hybrid fashion. Is there a motion to approve the bylaw amendment?
So moved.
Second,
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Does anyone want to speak for or against the amendment?
I'll speak for it.
Okay,
Allowing us to meet electronically extends the ability of more people to attend the meeting. And so I would hope that if it's feasible, we're able to continue it. Of course, a lot of us prefer meeting in person, but we want to give opportunity to as many of our members as possible to participate in the decisions that we make.
Thank you. Is there a speech against? Okay, we're going to go to a vote. All those in favor of adoption, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any objection?
Aye.
So I will say that amendment is adopted unanimously. Okay, do we have, before we get into our phone banking activity for the evening, would anyone like to, I see Councilmember Doris McConnell is here today. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
I don't see any other candidates or elected officials here. I'll just say that we have a canvassing event on in-person canvassing event at Diva Espresso at 9 a.m. The Diva Espresso on the corner of 145th in Greenwood. Please join us there. Is there any quick good of the order before we go to phone banking? I see no one raising their hand for good of the order, so we're going to adjourn the meeting, but stick around because Caitlin now is going to lead us in our phone banking work.
Yes, hello, thank you.